80% of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no obligation in-home consultation.
Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I'm Dave Weischadle, and as always, I am joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weischadle. Doug, it's a week into hockey, and I have yet to make a bet on hockey. So
I'm the same way.
I'm easing into it.
I'm the same way. I've been seeing all these games. A lot of them have been going over, which is kind of interesting. But I think that was the way it was last year, too, when it first started. Everybody was was scoring goals left and right, and it's actually kind of fun to see, and especially with the MLB playoffs going on. They're going high, too, with some of the scores. I've been seeing a lot of runs being scored.
October is my favorite sports month of the year because you got everything going. You got baseball, you got football, you got hockey, and basketball's coming up. So I'm just loving October. And speaking of October, I just noticed your background.
Yeah, no, every week I'm going to be doing a different Halloween background.
It looks like you're being attacked by bats.
Yes, or at least one of them's coming into my head there.
Yeah,
so,
very interesting.
I'm sitting here in a cemetery. I should actually get some sound effects of ghosts and wolves howling in the background.
So.
But, it's just Halloween season, so I kind of figured get in the mood. I did one last week. I'm going to do one this week and one the following week.
Oh, so you're doing a different Halloween theme, the background every week until Halloween?
Exactly. Okay. I figured let me get into the spirit this way and on air. Maybe I'll dress up in a costume on Halloween. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I should
we got a book report coming due on the 31st, so maybe we'll do some costumes or something.
Okay.
But again, October 18th is the beginning of the basketball season, so it's going to be fun to see exactly what happens then, especially, in terms of what the sports books are going to be offering for the NBA.
Well, we got a great show coming up. We got a Beatin The House segment, and we also have our Week 7 Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred. I can't believe it's Week 7 already. It's the football season's flying by.
It always does. Too fast.
Today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
In this week's sports betting exit, we've got a law paper coming out. We have...
What do you mean, like a law review article?
Law review article.
Oh, really? Okay.
At the Cardozo Law Review.
All right.
It's entitled Legalize Sports Wagering in America, and it's going to be in one of the upcoming editions of their Cardozo Law Review. It's by 3 different law students. John Holden of Oklahoma State University, Mark Edelman of the City College of New York, and Keith Miller of Drake University Law School.
Okay.
And the paper focuses on not just the current status of legalized sports betting in the United States. It actually goes through and details what they feel is either wrong or can use some improvement.
Oh, okay. That should be an interesting thing.
Well,
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of papers or scholarly papers, which you would consider this to be because it's a law review article.
Yes.
I'd like to see what they think can be improved upon or what's wrong with the law and things like that. We have a lot of, what was it, like 35 jurisdictions now or over 35 jurisdictions that have sports betting. So it's a fertile area to do a paper on, so it's great. Well, can't wait to read it.
Well, one of the main
I'm not
issues,
one to kick back and read law review articles, even when I'm a lawyer and I still don't kick back and read law review articles, but I think this one might be interesting.
Well, one of the main issues they discuss is how the various states are giving the major sports leagues special treatment when it comes to the data issues and integrity fee issues.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they're bending over backwards to allow the leagues to cash in on every aspect of legalized sports betting, whether it's an integrity fee or whether it's the official data mandate. Not all states have official league data mandates, but according to the paper, they feel that's the way the trend is heading, that they're going to be going – there's more states that are going to be doing official league data requirements for legalized sports books.
Well, look, I mean, whatever makes money. I mean, the one big thing that states look at is tax revenue and how much money they're collecting from sports betting. So if the states can find a way to make money off of data and things like that.
It's for the leagues to make money, for the official data.
When the leagues make money, the states make money, everyone makes money. So.
It's that trickle-down theory.
Yeah. So.
And also the paper did focus on a whole bunch of other topics. One of them was very interesting. The need to ensure state gaming commissions remain independent.
Okay.
That was a very interesting topic because they
independent from what? I mean, from
just independent from the operators. From the operators.
Right. Well, I mean, I always thought that was a given. I always thought that was.
Well, a lot of times you see the state gaming commissions hire people that have worked in the industry before, so there may be ties down, from the past, and they feel that the states need to make sure independence in the gaming commission remains paramount in every aspect of the industry.
Well, I guess it's good to be said. I mean, I always assume that that's the best way to do it. The state is independent of everything, but it's a good point. I guess it has to be said.
There really is nothing earth-shattering in this paper. I mean, problem gaming. They felt all states had room to improve. That's a given.
Sure.
Athlete education, they need to improve. The states and the leagues need to improve education programs for problem gamblers. Again, given.
Okay.
I mean, everybody's addressing these issues, and it's great to see these pointed out. In legal arguments and in, I guess, legalese. Being a lawyer, you kind of want to see different phrasings of how everyone approaches these. Latency is also one of the other issues they talked about. That one was interesting because the latency in sports betting, in live betting especially, they wanted to see the states encourage competition in the data market, not just have one source of official data being out there.
Okay.
So I don't know if that goes hand in hand with the other statement about the special treatment for the leagues for the data deals. Mm-hmm. But again, it's kind of interesting stuff.
Yeah,
everything we've been talking about over the launch of the sports betting industry. It's great to see more and more people addressing some of these issues. Again, it's really up to the states to come up with the solutions to these issues.
Well, look, and it's also a good guide for the states that don't have sports betting yet and are planning on having it, like Massachusetts. They're having some real issues.
Well, they've got other issues.
Well, with regard to getting started and what licensing and temporary licenses versus permanent licenses. So this is a good refresher for some of them.
Yes.
Exit 2.
Well, in the esports industry, if you're an NBA 2K League fan, you're going to be seeing more expansion by the league. We have the NBA 2K League, which currently has about 24, 25 teams already. They just did a deal with Australia's National Basketball League, the NBL. Not to be confused with the NBA, but this is the NBL, the National Basketball League. The National Basketball League of Australia, I'll do it that way. They just bought a franchise to become the 25th team in the NBA 2K League.
Okay.
$25 million.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. And it'll be called NBL Oz Gaming. So it's a first of its kind for an Australian team to join a global esports league. That's never happened before in the esports industry for Australia. So it's a one-of-a-kind deal for Australia in this area. NBL Oz Gaming becomes the third expansion team outside of North America for the NBA 2K League. Now, I've been watching some of this NBA 2K League on TV. They always do some broadcasting on ESPN in the country.
ESPN. I was going to say, where are you watching it at?
ESPN,
I was thinking you were watching Twitch, but
they also do YouTube. They also do YouTube.
Well, every time I hear esports, I think of Twitch. So,
well, Twitch is really the home for it, or what was the original home for it. But again, YouTube's doing it. The NBA 2K League, like I said, this is the third non-North American expansion team coming on. They did a deal in 2021 with the Genji Tigers of Shanghai and Ducks Infinitos from Mexico City.
Okay.
That was in 2022.
All right.
The rest of the teams, there's another 22 teams. They're all affiliated with NBA teams.
Yeah, we tweeted out last week that we're loving these deals. I mean, I think we did a picture of an esports contract with Tostino's Pizza Rolls.
Yep, FaZe Clan.
Is that how you pronounce them?
Yes.
FaZe Clan?
Yes.
So I heard someone say FaZe Clan. I was like, wow, am I mispronouncing it wrong? But no, but they're doing all these kind of deals. I mean, we saw it in the supermarket, the Tostino's. It wasn't pizza rolls. It was. It
was something.
They
were pizza rolls, but it was like a buffalo chicken flavor.
Yeah, a buffalo chicken. Yeah, that's what it was.
It was some kind of new flavor that they've been doing. Yeah.
No, I was shocked. I mean, I was walking by and I caught I noticed the logo, and I said, I've seen that logo before. I've never seen it on pizza rolls, but no, I'm loving these deals that they're making.
Well, I'm just surprised we haven't seen the NBA 2K League doing something like that. I would expect like a Doritos bag from NBA 2K or something along those lines, or even an energy drink sponsor. But again, at some point you're going to see that.
Well, I was thinking pizza rolls are the perfect food to eat while playing these games.
Unless you just shove them in your mouth after you get out of the oven.
It's absolutely genius what they did.
Yeah, until you burn your mouth and you're just running around. Yeah, you have to get up and run around.
Absolute
because you
lava
burn yourself.
that's included in these things.
Yes.
So
but going back to the NBA 2K, the NBL Oz Gaming team will make its debut in 2023, and they'll be participating in the NBA 2K expansion draft in this November for the next season.
Okay.
And if you're in Australia, the NBA 2K League season will be live streamed in Australia on Twitch and YouTube. Both those channels or networks have Australian versions.
Okay.
So you'll be able to see these games on Twitch and YouTube, and the Australian League team will be housed in North America, in the United States to be exact, until the Australian headquarters are built.
Oh, all right. Okay. They're actually building a headquarters,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Boy, are they going all in, huh?
Well,
I guess it's $25 million the
Yes.
contract's worth, so they might as well build something.
I'm still amazed at that price, $25 million.
No, it's incredible.
I remember when NBA 2K started, and it was actually just the NBA teams, and it started growing and growing and growing. This is becoming a whole industry of itself, the NBA 2K.
It's a spectator sport now.
So,
video games just became a spectator sport,
especially the NBA
over the last
2K.
couple of years. So
between NBA 2K and Madden, you're starting to see metaverse versions of these leagues, and it's actually really cool to watch.
See, we can't do a show like this without using the word metaverse or NFTs.
Oh, wait till the next exit.
Oh, okay. There's an NFT thing? Okay.
No, we have a metaverse exit.
A metaverse?
Yes.
Okay, a metaverse exit.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. Well, let's go to the metaverse
See,
exit.
it leads right into that. It was
Look
a great
that.
segue.
It's perfect.
Drizzly makes it easy to shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor from wherever I am. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
Exit 3.
Just recently, SBC, who we've actually worked with in the past and did some media work with them for their events over in North Jersey, the SBC Gaming Summit.
Yep.
SBC Summit Barcelona just was recently held.
Okay.
And one of the topics, they had a fireside chat with James Ashton, the CEO of what's called Vegas City. Vegas City is the largest gaming district in Decentraland, which is a huge metaverse universe, basically.
Okay.
Decentraland, everyone knows it's one of the biggest metaverse areas that people can go to, and you actually have to buy. If you're a company that you want to have a business in Decentraland, you have to buy land and build your company in Decentraland. Vegas City.
Now, if I wanted to be a lawyer in Decentraland, do I have to pass another bar to be licensed in the metaverse in Decentraland?
I'm pretty sure.
How does that work?
I'm very sure that's coming down the road.
I'm going to have a bar exam in the metaverse to be a practicing lawyer in the metaverse. So,
an avatar-based lawyer, basically. But Vegas City in Decentraland is roughly 6,000 parcels. It equates in the real world to about 1.5 kilometers by 1.5 kilometers.
Yeah, right.
Divided into 4 sections: sports, entertainment, experience, and casino.
All right. How do you purchase land in the metaverse?
You go to
is there a title
Decentraland.
search? Is there? Do you have to buy an NFT to buy this land? How does this work? I mean, I'm sure this is evolving as we're speaking, but how do you buy real estate?
Well,
in the
according
metaverse?
to James Ashton,
all right.
The metaverse's land parcel with a casino application is similar to a contract for a plot of land with a casino on it in the real world. He had to actually apply and
so you need a gaming
license.
You need a metaverse gaming license to have a metaverse.
I don't know about
casino.
a gaming license.
But
He didn't mention licensing, but it was basically you had to have the business plan approved by Decentraland.
By the way, if you don't need a license for a casino in the metaverse,
you're going to have
that's
to.
coming. I bet you that's going to come.
No, you're going to have to do something.
I'm going to be
that.
a virtual lawyer for a virtual casino in a virtual land.
Well, he according to Mr. Ashton, he said that for consumers, the metaverse is all about ownership.
Okay,
NFTs.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew you were going to mention NFTs one of these times.
Well, you can't have the metaverse without NFTs
Sure.
because how can you own something as a consumer? You have to go to these stores, and like the casino or the sporting events there. As a matter of fact, I went to the Decentraland Facebook, and when Vegas City announced their casino, they actually had an opening night event in Decentraland for the opening of the casino.
Now, how would I look at? I mean, I'm not versed in how to get around in the metaverse. So how would I look at Decentraland? Can I take a...
Go to Decentraland.com.
Decentraland.com, and I can check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of the things the Vegas City was pointing out that, you could actually enter into Decentraland or Vegas City and get, you don't have to be ground eye view. You could actually take yourself and float in the air and take a look down, because he said one of the unique things about owning a casino or even any kind of branded property in the Decentraland, you could look at it from above and see that the building is in the shape of the brand.
I got to tell you, I'm intrigued. So, I'm definitely going to check out Decentraland.
They've actually...
Did I say that right? Decentraland?
Decentraland. Well, Vegas City in Decentraland.
Vegas City. How many cities are there in Decentraland?
As many as they're going to allow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
According to Vegas City, they're adding even more games. They've got NFT horse racing.
Okay.
They're going to be having sports tournaments associated with like the Australian Open, where people can win tradable NFTs. They even have the gaming district also has something called Ice Poker.
All right.
Yeah, it's a members poker game where you have to purchase an NFT to play.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Now, is this real money? Can you win real money on this?
Well, you win Decentraland money.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can trade and do all that stuff. There's real world applications to this.
Well, yeah, very interesting. I mean,
It's a whole-
I am very intrigued with
That's
this.
why they
I'm
call
not
it-
joking around. I will check this out because I love the whole business aspect of this. It's really interesting.
You got to remember, it's basically the real world digitized. That's what this is becoming. Again, we don't know how long it's going to take for real world gambling to make its way into Vegas City and Decentraland, but you got to figure that's coming soon.
Oh yeah, no, it just feels like it's coming.
Exit 4.
We're going to talk some prime numbers to finish up the rundown here.
Prime numbers, okay.
I had to say it that way because it's just a perfect
Are we talking
title for
Amazon?
this. We're talking
Okay,
Amazon.
we're talking
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
We're talking Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
as a matter
that
of fact.
last Thursday Night Football. Wait, no, the one before the last one was just awful.
Yes. Well,
Awful. What was it?
again,
Indianapolis and Denver. We nailed the under.
yes. Well,
You went
nailed-
Indianapolis.
yeah.
I went Denver, and apparently just Indianapolis sucked less.
Going on
So that's how that
on the
worked out.
sports side, something's wrong with Russell Wilson. He just looks hurt. I don't know whether or not he is or isn't, but he just plays like he's hurting, and it's kind of obvious. But something's really wrong. That team's got to get together at some point. But going back to Amazon Prime, according to the original deal when the NFL and Amazon Prime made this deal to do exclusive streaming, it came out to something like $7-8 million a game that they were buying. The Amazon was paying that price. And according to the numbers that were just released by Nielsen regarding weeks 2 through 4 of the regular season, that's when they didn't have a week 1 game on Amazon.
Okay.
Week 2 through 4 on Thursday Night Football, the average audience, 13.02 million for the first week.
Okay.
11.03 million the second week, and then 13.4 million the next week. Okay. Now, again, these numbers are going to vary with the game that's being played.
Sure.
And I think the 13.4 million, everyone was expecting a really good game between the Colts and the Broncos, and it kind of didn't happen.
So that's one of the ones that hit the 13.4
that was the
million.
13.4 million.
I'm surprised that Nielsen is doing this. I didn't think
run all these
when I
things.
think of Nielsen, I always think of traditional television.
They have to do these now.
But I guess they're doing streaming now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And if you look at the numbers on the surface, Thursday Night Football is working for Amazon. They have outdrew NFL Network average audience from last season. NFL Network was averaging 8.49 million viewers per Thursday night game last season through the same
that's
2 weeks.
interesting. I thought it would be the opposite because the NFL Network is included in a lot of basic cable contracts. So who knows? I'm very surprised at that.
But again, the numbers, Amazon's been reaching a younger demographic. 23.7% of the viewers on Amazon are in the 18 to 34 demo. That was only 14% of total NFL impressions across linear networks.
That. Anytime you have streaming, you get a younger audience.
Exactly.
So.
But if you look at the numbers, go a little deeper into the numbers because the Nielsen data points include a lot of peripheral viewers. They include bars and restaurants. They include sample homes.
Yeah.
And those watching the game on TV in the local markets. So if you take out those additional numbers...
And don't forget sports books. I mean, I saw a Thursday night game in a sports book.
That falls under bars.
Yeah, I guess so.
The true number is a private household streaming the games, which is what Prime Video is looking for.
Yeah.
It's roughly 20% of what those overall numbers are.
Okay.
And, closer to 10 million a game, basically.
That's a big drawing point for a lot of sports bars in our area.
Yes.
We have the Thursday night game, so
Yes.
come on in, and we have special food things for you and special drinks and whatever. So that's a big. I'd love to ask some of the bar owners
if it's making a difference,
if it's actually helping out business, getting people over there. So, there's a ton of surveys being done in sports betting. Do
Yes.
one of those surveys. See how Thursday night games are helping the local businesses.
This is where you run into trouble for Amazon because if you look at the numbers around 10 million average of private home viewing, it's down from 15 million that Fox averaged for Thursday Night Football in 2021. So you're not drawing the numbers from private home viewing. I mean, if you combine the numbers like what Nielsen did, yes, they're great numbers. And Amazon did the right thing getting the deal. NFL did the right thing getting the $78 million per game.
I wish they had
Amazon.
better games. So.
Well, again, Thursday night games have always been hit or miss, and I think that's something you just got to live with Thursday Night Football. And again, the one thing that Amazon was touting during the Week 2 Chiefs-Chargers game, which actually is still their best game that they televised.
Because they had the best teams.
Yes.
So.
They had more signups for Prime memberships in that 3-hour window than any other 3-hour window in company history.
Yeah.
They declined to share how many signed on for a full year's worth. But again,
are they still doing the if you sign up, you get
30-day free trial? That's what people are doing.
Free trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
People are signing up for specific
Well,
games.
they're looking at the
NFL
schedule, picking out the
exactly.
block of games that are in that 30-day schedule.
The one drawback of that strategy for people listening, sometimes you're not going to be able to sign up again for the free trial because they have your information.
Now, this is only regular season, right? They don't have Thursday night.
There's no Thursday night playoff.
There's no okay.
But
I was just curious. I just wanted to make sure.
I would assume that's coming down the road at some point.
Yeah, we'll see. So.
Yep. And according to a lot of the industry insiders, Amazon is unlikely to generate more than $200 million in ad sales and revenue. So this first season of Amazon exclusivity might end up being a losing proposition right now, but I think maybe down the road this could actually benefit Amazon more so than what people are thinking.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yep.
And today's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, you can get in touch with Turnpike Sports by calling or texting us at 609-512-5910. That's 609-512-5910. At Turnpike Sports is the show's handle on Facebook and Twitter. At Turnpike Sports Radio is our handle on Instagram. And as always, our email address is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the show via Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, radio.com mobile app, as well as Stitcher and YouTube. You can also watch us on your smart TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Head on over to turnpikesports.net. You'll be able to watch our video channel there.
Well, we got a great show coming up. We got a Beatin The House segment, and we have our Week 7 Pro Pick segment powered by Betfred. I can't believe it's Week 7. Or I say that every week. I can't believe it's Week 7. I can't. Next week I'll say I can't believe it's Week 8, but it's moving right along. So stick around. We'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports.
Yeah, you, come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore.
Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use offer code SPICE404. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
The Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment is brought to you by Betfred Sportsbook. Never miss a bet with Betfred Sportsbook. Betfred Sports brings over 50 years of experience through the United States betting industry. Straight bets, in-play wagering, parlay cards, teasers, and more. Head on over to BetfredSports.com or download the Betfred Sportsbook app in Colorado, Iowa, or Arizona and get in on all the action today. New signups will receive up to $250 in free bets when wagering $50. Download the Betfred Sportsbook app today. Offer valid in Colorado, Iowa, and Arizona only. Visit BetfredSports.com for terms and conditions. Please gamble responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or someone close to you, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa, 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona, and 1-800-522-4700 in Colorado.
Welcome to NFL Week 7. This is the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Pick segment sponsored by Betfred Sports. We're here again in Week 7 here. The NFL season is moving right along here. We're going really quick.
By the way, I would like to thank Betfred Sports for some of these lines this week. Wow, I'm seeing some good stuff here.
Some very interesting lines.
Very interesting lines. I'm loving it.
So the NFL season hasn't panned out the way I think a lot of people expected. I mean, if you look at some of these divisions, the AFC West isn't as good as people thought it was going to be. The NFC East, if it wasn't for the Commanders, that'd be one of the strongest, not the strongest division. The AFC East is also doing some amazing things. You've got the Bills, Jets. The Dolphins, once they get healthy, could actually be in the mix, and the Patriots seem to be moving in the right direction as well.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for this week because some of the lines, I see some value. I see some great stuff here. So
I just
check out Betfred Sportsbook. Yes. It's a really good week.
But as we said, this is the Pro Football Pick segments powered by Betfred Sports. This is every week we go through 3 games each. We do no money line bets. It's only spreads and totals.
Yep.
And usually we do Tuesday lines. We were at a conference the other day, so we're not using Tuesday lines this week. We're using Wednesday lines.
Absolutely.
Again, as always, before you place your bets, check the lines, check the game lines. Don't go by what we have here. By the time this airs, the lines will change at game time. And I've been seeing a lot of movement in a lot of these lines this week.
But, it's very interesting. Like I said, the lines are very interesting this week. And we had a great week last week. Both of us had winning weeks. Well, I got to tell you.
That felt good to have another winning week.
I guess you call me, again, consistent. Every week I've gone 2-1, which is good. I'm winning. I'm winning money, so I'm consistent. Hopefully, I'll keep it going. And I got to tell you, I'm excited about some of these games this week. I'm
looking forward to this weekend.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Well, with that, let's head on over to the first game of the week.
So I have the honor this week of going first because I think you went first last week. So
I've been doing the even weeks. You're doing the odd weeks.
Well, I'm going with your favorite team and the hot team of the NFL. I'm going with the New York Jets visiting the Denver Broncos. Denver is favored by 1.5 points, and the total is 39.5 points. I'm sticking with the Jets. I mean, my God, this is an indication of how weird this NFL season has gone. I'm actually making money with the Jets. I don't think I've ever done that before. Plus 3.5, I took them against Miami. They won. Plus 7, I took them against Green Bay. They went into Lambeau and beat the Packers. And they've really shown me something. And quite frankly, I'm surprised they're an underdog. I mean, the way Denver has been playing. But here's some numbers for you. This is my thinking. The Jets are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 road games, while the Broncos are 3-7 against the spread of their last 10 games overall, and 3-11 against the spread in their last 14 games against the AFC. The Jets are hot. The trend is there. Why not ride the New York Jets until you don't ride them anymore? I'm taking the Jets in this one.
Well, I have this game as well.
Okay.
I was watching the Monday night game that Denver was just in recently, and Russell Wilson started...
Wasn't that grueling to watch?
The first quarter was interesting because Russell Wilson started out 10 for 10 in the first quarter, passing-wise. And then the Chargers finally realized, put pressure on him, shut down the run, and he was not the same quarterback after that. And shutting down the run and putting pressure on the quarterback is exactly what the Jets defense has been doing all season long.
I love the Jets defense.
The one thing I noticed doing some research on these games, New York is 1-4 against the spread in Denver.
Oh, really? Okay.
The last 5 games in Denver, they're 1-4 against the spread. This year, the Jets are 3-0 against the spread on the road. They're 4-2 against the spread this entire season. Now you add in the mix that Russell Wilson now has an ankle injury to go along with his shoulder issues. You've got the Jets defense coming in, is ranked number 9 now overall.
How good was the Jets in Lambeau?
Yes.
Their defense was just unstoppable.
And you've also got an offensive line in Denver that's hurt too.
Yeah.
Just like Green Bay's was. I'm very curious to see exactly. The Jets never do play well in Denver, and that bothers me a little bit here. But again, given what's going on this season, I'm still kind of shocked that the Jets aren't getting a little respect here from the book. I know this opened up at like a +3 for the Jets, and now it's down to +1.5, and it's been moving. And I have a feeling by the time kickoff rolls around here, you may see this at a pick'em.
I'm definitely taking the Jets now.
Well,
so when we say lines change, this could be one of those games where the line may be moving.
The line is
toward
already moving everywhere.
When we get closer to game time, and the totals really 39.5. Wow,
yes.
that's a kind of a low total.
Well, I'm also going to go with the Jets +1.5.
All right,
let's head on over to the second game of the week.
I'm going with the Green Bay Packers visiting the Washington Commanders. The spread is the Packers favored by 5.5, and the total is 41.5. I mean, the Green Bay Packers have hit a rough patch in the season, losing to 2 New York teams. But the good news for the Packers is they're not playing a team from New York this week. They're playing the Washington Commanders, who is just what the Packers needed right now, a team they can just beat up on. The Packers are 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 games against the NFC opponent, and 13-4 against the spread. And get this, I love this one. They're 13-4 against the spread in their last 17 games when they play on grass. I mean, the Commanders are just a bad team. I mean, that's not a news flash for anyone, and I expect Green Bay to win by at least a touchdown. So 5.5, absolutely Green Bay Packers.
Well, my next game is the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 6. There's an over-under of 47.5 at this time. There's no rationality to explain the Falcons this year. They're 6-0 against the spread for the season. They're the only team that's undefeated against the spread. They've scored when they've had to. They've kept their defenses played extremely well. All their games have been close games. And it's very interesting to watch how that team with Marcus Mariota as a quarterback has been playing, because that offense just seems to pop up when they need offense. When they need defense, that defense is there. Their games are – there's no consistency in terms of how many points they're scoring between games. And until I see something different with the way Cincinnati's playing this year, Cincinnati's very inconsistent. They're not doing like what they were doing last year in terms of their offensive output. Maybe Joe Burrows was a very lucky quarterback last year, and it made it to the Super Bowl just riding his luck. I just haven't seen the same Bengals team. And until I see something different here, I got to go with the Falcons +6.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's head on over to the third game of the week.
Well, my next game is the New York Giants visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are 3-point favorites, and the total is 42.5. I think this week I'm going to do a parlay, my New York underdog parlay, because I'm going with another
underdog New York team because I really like the Giants. I like the way they've been playing. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and I think this has the possibility to be 4. The Giants are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games, and Jacksonville is just not doing very well. They're at 4-9 against the spread in their last 13 home games and 3-11 against the spread in the last 14 games overall. This is going to be, I think, a very low-scoring game. I think it's going to be very close, and I actually think I might put an under on this game as well, but I'm actually taking the Giants I think they can actually win outright, but I'm certainly taking the underdog Giants in this one.
I had that game as my third game of the week.
Really?
I just know the Jaguars play the Giants tough, and regardless of who's coaching where, which one, I just kind of didn't know.
Yeah,
and I still, my initial thinking was, why were the Giants not favored in this game?
I'm not joking. I'm going to do a New York underdog parlay. Yeah. Your Jets and the Giants.
I would have picked the Giants as well in this. I had that all set up in my initial notes here, but I actually ended up going with the Kansas City Chiefs visiting the San Francisco 49ers.
I looked at this one. Yeah,
the Chiefs right now are favored by 3. Over under 48.5, and if you look at last week's game, the Chiefs were playing extremely well against the Bills. Both of those teams may be the 2 best in the AFC, if not the league.
Yeah.
But again, you did notice that the Kansas City offense seems to be missing a gear or two. And again, Tyreek Hill's not there. I think it's more of Mahomes still getting used to the new type of offense without Hill there. And I think Buffalo actually improved their defense, which is one of the reasons why they won that game.
Well, and also Josh Allen is playing out of his mind this year.
I've never seen a quarterback hurdle somebody like that before.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
But again, it's not a matter of the Chiefs' offense right now because the Chiefs can score. They've got the offense. They're fine offensively. It's the San Francisco 49er defense that's the problem. They're hurt everywhere, just about. They got no Bosa. When you don't have a Bosa, you don't got nothing in that defense. Some of their defensive backs are still hurt, as a matter of fact. The offense doesn't seem to be clicking anymore, even with Garoppolo there and Deebo Samuel. There's something missing in that team. And even though the Niners have been able to keep games close and not win outright in a lot of places, and they are still one of the better teams in the NFC, I don't know what the defensive issues they're having. They can keep up with that Kansas City offense. I'm going Kansas City and laying the points. All right, that's our 3 picks for the week each. Let's do a recap for everybody at home.
All right, I'm taking the underdog New York Jets. They're plus 1.5 visiting the Denver Broncos. And I'm also taking the Green Bay Packers, who are favored by 5.5 points over the Washington Commanders. And my second New York underdog pick is the New York Giants, who are plus 3 visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm taking the Giants. And like I said, I might take the under in this game because I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring. And I might do a underdog New York parlay this week. Very interesting.
Well, for me, I took the Jets plus 1.5. I did the Falcons plus 6, and I did the Kansas City Chiefs laying the 3 points against the Niners. These picks will be up on the Turnpike blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. You'll see our picks in written form. Feel free to comment on the blog. Reach out to us, info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
Yeah, give us your picks.
Yep, even comment on the Instagram. And Instagram is at Turnpike Sports Radio. Twitter, we have at Turnpike Sports, at Turnpike Bets. You can also follow us there. And also on Facebook, it's Turnpike Sports. So please reach out and let us know your thoughts and enjoy your NFL Sunday.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.
With Drizzly, I can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and liquor. I just open the app, find what I want, and it's at my door in under 60 minutes.
Drizzly also lets me shop from multiple stores in my area and compare prices on thousands of products.
Ding dong, Drizzly.
We'll get back to the show in a few moments, but I just wanted to take some time and tell everyone about Bean Genius, the smart specialty coffee subscription service. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country. They feature over 2,000 specialty coffee blends, all at your fingertips at beangenius.com. Here's how it works. Head on over to beangenius.com and take their palate profiler test to find out what coffee best fits your taste. Then select from a variety of subscription plans. Every subscription comes with free shipping, and delivery can even be scheduled for once or twice each month. And based upon your review of each coffee blend you try, Bean Genius actually learns your individual taste preferences and then suggests future coffee blends for you. And now you can get 10% off your Bean Genius subscription when you use our promo code PIKE at checkout. Bean Genius offers a variety of subscription plans to suit any coffee lover's needs. Subscribe with Bean Genius today and start enjoying some of the best tasting coffee around. And save 10% off your coffee plan with promo code PIKE.
People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Beatin The House is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Slots, table games, live dealer games, everything you love about Atlantic City and Vegas, all online at BetMGM. Don't wait. Join in the fun now. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Grab a lion's share of the fun at BetMGM.com. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And welcome to this week's edition of Beatin The House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be talking about the various casino jackpots that have been happening around the country, around the world. Whether it's a slot machine, table game, whether it's a poker bad beat, whether it's a Keno, bingo, we're going to be talking about it. Press releases, keep them coming in. Info at turnpikesportsradio.com is the email address to send those press releases to. And we're going to start off in Las Vegas. We usually start off somewhere else, but we have a huge $2 million jackpot happening at the Venetian Resort.
Wow. Oh, my God.
We have a lucky winner playing the Dancing Drums Explosion at the Venetian. And
I played that game before, not at the Venetian, but they have it online, and that's you can win some money on that thing. I never won $2 million.
Well, the one thing I've seen is a lot of the casinos, the brick and mortar casinos. It's everywhere and online, but the brick and mortar, some of them have these huge cabinet versions of Dancing Drums Explosion.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yes, and they have the Dancing Drums regular one, but the Dancing Drums Explosion.
That's one of those ones with the big cabinet, and they actually have a chair attached to it.
Yeah.
I've seen one of those.
You actually walk into a casino, and more often than not, those are the ones that stand out.
Yeah.
Those big cabinet ones, and they always have Dancing Drums Explosion as a cabinet setup. Here at the Venetian, they had a winner hit for $2,835,768.03.
Okay, 3 cents.
Yes, the 3 cents was the important part. It was the cash connection link at the Venetian Resort. The bet was just under $6. It was a $5.88 bet. $5.88 bet.
Okay.
And according to the press release, Venetian has been talking about their other recent jackpot winners. In July, the gaming property had a payout of just over $1 million from a $5 side bet on a 3-card poker game.
Wow.
Nice. Last December, another player won $1.022 million on a Wheel of Fortune game at the Venetian. It was a $2 bet on a Wheel of Fortune double 3 times, 4 times, 5 times pay game.
Okay.
Yes, that's hard to say, but that actually pays out a lot according to these casinos.
We got to find out. Wheel of Fortune has so many versions of.
There's about
slot
200
machine.
versions.
Is there one that really pays out a lot? I mean, when you see all these Wheel of Fortune machines, which one
should a person go to? I mean, I don't know which version of Wheel of Fortune you should play.
To answer your question,
okay,
it really depends on the property.
Okay.
Some properties have different games than other properties. The online casinos have different games. As a matter of fact, I know we had a story last week where we talked about DraftKings.com, the online site. They have 8 different versions of Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know which one to choose from. You see, I have all these Wheel of Fortune versions you can choose from. I don't know which one to choose.
Try them all.
I guess so. I guess that's what we're going to have to do.
And as of July, according to the Venetian, a total of 10 players have won more than $1 million in progressive jackpots at that property.
Wow.
So that is actually a place to go. If
I have to check out the Venetian.
Jackpot, yes. Staying in Vegas, we're going over to Fremont Casino. We have a visitor from Hawaii visiting the 9th Island, which is what they call Vegas, right?
Really? I never heard that.
Yes.
I mean, I always wonder, where do people who live in Hawaii go for vacation? Because usually Hawaii is the place to go for vacation. Apparently they go to Vegas because I'm seeing a lot of stories. A lot of Hawaiian residents are winning big in Vegas.
Well, we have a couple Hawaiian residents.
That's what I'm talking about. So they call Vegas the 9th Island?
They call it the 9th Island. If you read any of the papers from Hawaii that talk about jackpots and you know stuff like that happening in Vegas, they always refer to it as the 9th Island.
I never knew that. Okay.
So we're over here at the Fremont with a visitor from Hawaii. Now, she sat down at a Buffalo Inferno slot machine. It's another variation on the Aristocrat Buffalo brand games. This is the Buffalo Inferno.
All right.
And it's a $5 machine. That's the base bet you can make.
All right.
She sat down, and according to the releases I was reading, she threw in $100 into the machine. As soon as she sat down, she put the $100 in to load up her payroll.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a $100 bet, right?
No,
it wasn't a one spin for $100.
Nope.
This was she put $100 in and played with it.
No,
right?
But oddly enough, when you said one spin, she put a $15 wager down on her very first spin. She wins $717,738.88. One spin.
What happens after that? I mean, do you keep playing, or
I would
obviously
stop.
there has to be some kind of person has to come over and verify it and things like that. I would immediately stop and cash it in.
Well, remember last week, or was it? It was either last week or the week before in Beatin the House. We talked about what happened after a guy won. Think something like $2 million at Circa.
Yeah.
And everything stopped.
Because bells and whistles
It took about
off.
4 hours to confirm everything.
Wow, okay.
So I'm assuming the same goes for Fremont Casino, where they have to go through and confirm all this stuff. Boyd's got to confirm it.
Sure.
Aristocrat's got to confirm it. So congratulations to another Hawaiian visitor here getting a $717,000 jackpot. She chose to remain anonymous.
So they
is
call
a woman.
Vegas the 9th Island,
yes.
huh? Okay.
And she had to remark that she normally stays at the California Hotel and Casino, which, by the way, if you hang around, we've got a story from that place.
Oh, all right.
But she went with the Fremont instead on this trip.
Okay.
We're going to stay in Nevada. We're going to go to the Stations casinos now. We got a pair of bingo jackpots.
Bingo. All right.
Over at Stations Casino. We have the first one over at the Santa Fe station. The patron was playing bingo, hit the jumbo progressive on the 52nd number drawn, and won $202,946.
See, I didn't know you can win that big on bingo. So I got to start checking out the bingo.
If it's in a casino, you probably can win just about any amount of money.
Yeah,
especially if it's a progressive for bingo.
Okay.
I've actually never played a bingo progressive before.
I wouldn't know the first thing. I played the bingo online because Borgata was really pushing it for when it first came out. Like I don't know how many ball bingo. I think some have 72 ball bingo, 92 ball bingo. So I checked it out. So
well,
I didn't win $202,000, but it had fun.
She sat through all 52 drawings for this one bingo jackpot game. So the 52nd number came out. She won her $202,000. 24 miles to the southeast on the same day at the Sunset Station, another bingo player, this was a Keno jackpot, hit 8 out of 8 at a $2 bet ticket for $99,000 playing live Keno. I don't know if live Keno means they had somebody pulling balls out of a.
No, Keno is the screen.
Well, it says live Keno. I don't know if they actually mean somebody was there doing it or whether it was digital. Okay. So I have to check that out. I don't know exactly how
when
live
you say Keno, I
just
people looking at a television screen and seeing the numbers pop up.
But we have 2 jackpots same day, 1 bingo, 1 Keno.
Okay.
We haven't had a Keno one in a while, so I figured let me throw that in there. We're still in Nevada. This is basically a Nevada Beatin the House segment here. We have Circa. I just mentioned Circa not too long ago.
Last week we had a big one, or 2 weeks ago. I don't know.
That was the guy who had to sit there and wait 4 hours for them to confirm everything. Yeah. We have a slot player winning $105,862.50 playing the All Aboard Gold Express.
All right.
That was a 25-cent minimum bet for, it was a high limit slot. And the image showed that the bet was 125 credits.
Okay.
So that was included with the press release. No word on what the actual bet size was. Going over to the California Hotel and Casino.
Oh, we just mentioned that.
This is another visitor from Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Catherine Y. from Hawaii won $46,300 at a Pai Gow table at the California Hotel and Casino.
Okay.
She did it on a 5-ace hand.
Wow, okay.
4 aces and a joker.
Yeah. Joker's wild.
Joker's wild.
Joker.
So I've actually never seen a 5-ace
in most games.
Before.
I shouldn't say that blanket because a lot of games have different rules and things like that.
Yeah,
but
and for Pai Gow, the ace is usually wild. So
yeah, Joker's
usually wild. I'm sorry, but again, 5-ace hand. I've never seen a 5-ace hand. This Catherine from Hawaii, like I said, this is the second Hawaiian resident in less than a week to win big, and here's where they use the phrase. 9th Island. That's where they have been playing, the 9th Island.
I didn't know Las Vegas was called the 9th Island.
And previously, the week before these 2 jackpots, another Hawaiian visitor won $22,000 on a penny slot. So 3 jackpots for Hawaiian visitors in Nevada. So congratulations to them. Going over to, and let me just move my notes here so I have it. We have a sportsbook jackpot. And I'm only including this because it was such a unique jackpot, or the unique cash this person had. This was back on the Colts-Broncos game on Thursday night where there was no touchdown scored, no offense basically. It was all field goals. And it was overtime. So it was 5 quarters of football that had no offensive scoring whatsoever.
That was a big bet for I hear a lot of people won the no touchdown bet thing.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here.
All
we
right.
have a New Jersey bettor on FanDuel Sportsbook put $1,000 down on no touchdowns being scored in the Colts-Broncos game. Mm-hmm. 5 quarters later, it paid out $101,000.
Wow, that's great.
So I'm very curious. I don't know if that's ever going to happen again.
That's a great bet. I mean, we both picked that game and we both picked the under, which but we didn't take that extra step in saying no touchdown will be scored. I thought at least one touchdown to be scored. You have Russell Wilson playing, you have Matt Ryan playing, and it's shocking that nothing happened.
Honestly, if one of us had said no touchdown would be scored, I want. People would think we're crazy. I've never seen that before.
No, a lot of people put that bet down.
Yeah. So. I think that was one of the first times in history that something like that has happened. No offensive touchdowns were scored in a game. So especially for 5 quarters. Mm-hmm. But congratulations, that was a great bet. If I see that, I may take a shot on one of the games doing that as well. But again, I never thought you'd see a Russell Wilson-led team not score a touchdown. Mm-hmm. Going to Virginia Lottery, we have 2 stories from them. Actually, one story and one, I guess, summarization by the lottery.
Okay.
We have Martha Yu of Rockville winning $279,216 playing Lucky Golden Multiplier. That's one of the brand new games on the online lottery. It's an online instant game, sort of like a slot machine, but it's not. So, but again, it's actually a really, really great game to play.
Okay.
It pays out a lot. I've been seeing a lot of press releases, nothing like this type of jackpot, but $279,000 to Martha playing Lucky Golden Multiplier on the Virginia Online Lottery.
Okay.
And the lottery just had a press release regarding they had a couple benchmarks hit.
All right.
The online lottery
in Virginia, right?
This is Virginia Lottery. Online lottery passed the lifetime $2 billion mark in terms of money coming in.
All right.
To jackpot winners. Online lottery wins $2 billion. They have now more than 300,000 unique players winning online.
All right.
The biggest single win in Virginia online lottery history was $2 million on Powerball.
Okay.
Won by Betty W. of McLean.
All right.
And a South Boston, Virginia man.
There's a South Boston, Virginia?
South Boston, Virginia.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And the South Boston man collected the biggest prize in the online instant game category, $295,000 jackpot on Jungle Tumble Jackpots.
Okay.
As you can imagine, it's a jungle-themed online instant game. And according to the Virginia Lottery, 31 players have wins of over $100,000 or more by playing the instant win games online. So Virginia Lottery is actually a good example of what a lottery can do. $2 billion in winners, 300,000 unique players. So great work by the lottery. That's going to be kind of hard to beat by a lot of other state lotteries.
Yeah, no, they got some big wins.
But Virginia's doing well with that. And congratulations to all our winners this week. Again, keep the press releases coming in. info@turnpikesportsradio.com. And we will continue doing this segment. We love doing the games. We love talking about the properties. And it's always fun seeing some really odd and unique sports bets come in from time to time.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.